Greetings and salutations. I'm Zook, your lovable storyteller. I'm here with Rose, Bjorn, Tia, and Kai, and we're bringing you a Geeks Anonymous episode of Hunter the Reckoning.
Tia needs a nickname.
Do I really?
You do. We're going to be going back in time in this session to the 1990s. This is for those of you who don't know Hunter the Reckoning, it's kind of a supernatural horror survival game by the creators are White Wolf, and this is a game that I played like 20 years ago. Absolutely loved it, and we decided we'd give it a shot today and see how it holds up to the tests of time. So
I don't have anything for you.
First off, I want to thank a couple people. First, I want to thank Guy on Gaming, who's a friend of mine on Twitter. He's really cool. If you know him, check out his channel. If you don't, well, check out his channel anyways. I'd also like to give a big thank you to a dancing fool who donated 8,150 bits last stream during the test stream. And we will be doing a giveaway this evening because of it. So stay tuned for that. And was there another one? There's another person I wanted to thank, but I don't remember. Oh, right. A big shout out to my friend Nave, who actually made this symbol right here. If you see the rotating graphic of the Geeks Anonymous symbol, my computer savvy friend decided to help with that. I commissioned him, and he did an absolutely great job.
I have nothing for you.
Thank you, Evan. So with that said, is there anything anybody else wants to kind of talk about before we jump into the game?
Apparently we're at a Renaissance festival.
No, we're changing back to the brooding music.
We are back in Bertha Dream.
Okay, there we go. Back in Bertha Dream.
My home.
Yeah, back to the festival of lighter times in that setting. No. Okay, so the era is 1990.
I was an infant. Literally, I was
She's
an
a
infant.
baby.
I was 1995. That means I was 7.
Oh, 95, I was 6.
No, I was 8. I was you were 7. I was 9.
Uh-huh.
I was 9.
Math.
I was 6.
Was it before December?
Yes, this takes place in October.
So I wasn't born yet.
I was 2.
Babies. All of us babies, and now here we are.
Yep.
I'm in my 30s.
Yep.
Okay, so our tale starts with in a town called Deacon, Maine. It's a made-up town, so don't try looking it up. It doesn't
come
exist.
on, you just ruined exactly what I was going to do.
It doesn't exist. It's a southern Maine, sort of mid-population sort of city, and our story is going to begin in a bustling hospital, going back and forth with patients in and out, half of them there for not very good reasons, as normal hospitals are. Our charge nurse, which is your character, for the day, you've been elected to be charged, so that means you're in charge of what everyone does.
Who did that? Why would anyone do that?
And what is your character's name?
Faye Hamilton.
Faye Hamilton. Tell us a little bit about Faye. Apparently doesn't like sticky things.
No. No, I think Oscar liked the chair.
Nice.
He does that.
What was I doing? My brain died.
Oh, tell us a little bit about Faye.
A little bit about Faye.
Just a little bit.
Okay, well, she's in her very early 30s, been a nurse for a while, specifically triage nurse, so gets to hang out in the ER. And I don't know what else to say.
Are we going over
I'm not good at
appearances
this.
right now?
That's absolutely fine.
Go
Yeah,
over
if you
what
want to go over your what your character looks like.
Good question.
Good question. We can go
Where's my
back.
thingy?
You're gonna bring up your hero
That's what I
torch?
did.
No,
I brought up my
no.
questionnaire.
No, my questionnaire.
There you go.
Because I answered with those questions.
Don't give away everything though, because we want it to kind of
Yep.
evolving character as well.
Well, she's kind of doesn't exactly have an interesting appearance. Brown hair, brown eyes, small bean.
Okay. Okay. You're of course for clothing. You're in scrubs right now. Do you do the floral pattern
No,
thing,
fun scrubs.
or
They have little
okay?
characters?
What kind of scrubs do you have? It is 95, so
Oh.
Pokemon does not exist yet.
No, it doesn't. It's still another year.
Another year.
Another year.
It's in Japan, but it's not in
Yeah.
America yet.
Care Bears are probably a big
Care
a
Bear
big
stares. Care Bear
Yeah.
countdown. All right.
Care Bears are nice and friendly nurse type thing.
Okay.
I would wear those. That's, oh my
so,
god! Now I want to make Care Bears.
Do you work first, second, or third shift? Or I should say first and second, because they're 12-hour shifts. Yeah. Either works for me.
Yeah. Probably second.
Okay.
I think it's second.
So you work 7 to 7, and you just got in. I will say it's about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. It's it's moderately busy. Tonight's actually been kind of a slower night. There hasn't been a whole lot of actual emergencies that have been coming into the ER. It's kind of a breath of fresh air at that point. You're charge nurse though, so you're in charge of where everyone goes, and if an actual grievous emergency comes in, you're the one who's going to take the forefront of that, along with the doctors, of course. However, you hear the radio go off, and you hear Deacon ambulance to Deacon emergency room. Common. Do you copy? That's you.
Okay, gonna grab the walkie. Be like, I don't even know how you respond with walkies. I'm not good at this. Huh?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yes, this is Deacon Ambulance coming in with a 44-year-old, that's 4-4-year-old male, multiple stab wounds, slipping in and out of consciousness at this time. Something's going wrong with our vital equipment, though. We were unable to get a blood pressure or heart rate on this individual at this time. However, we have established an IV and are heading to your facility. We'll be there in about 2 minutes.
No, turn around.
Rip.
Copy.
Alright, so
I don't fucking know.
coming into the emergency room, you see the doctors have already gone into the room. You've probably already headed into that room at the time. They're setting up for the actual trauma center for this multiple stab wound victim. It's not unheard of, but it is more rare in this area to have that kind of violence. There's not really high gang activity or anything like that. We're in Maine. Exactly. The ambulance shows up, and they rush in with the stretcher. It looks like the patient is looks very faint, very white skin, sunken in. You see the several stab wounds. Looks like non-vital areas, but it could be bad depending on where they are. They roll him into the trauma room, and of course you and the doctor go up to him. And at this point, I'm going to have you do a perception and medicine roll.
Vampires. You be a fucking vampire. Perception and medicine.
Perception and medicine.
Sorry, what was the success on these?
It's going to be standard difficulty, so 6 and up. Ones negate successes. Looks good.
I think there only
Holy
one.
shit.
Only one is not a success. So
So
five.
That's a
five
roll.
successes. All right. The person has been stabbed 3 times, most likely with a serrated blade.
Unfortunately.
He is bleeding profusely. They have the EMTs are still in the room with you. They have not transferred him to a stretcher. They are applying pressure at this time. The doctor is next to you. What do you do?
Shaky Ricky. Well, I probably should have done a nurse. I have no idea what nurses do.
Okay. So what I'll do is I will have you roll an intelligence and medicine roll.
Okay. Oh, I get to add one. Because my intelligence is a 4.
No,
Oh.
this is not a happy time.
Why?
This one I got.
The radio station at the
Someone's
hospital.
dying.
You
I
got
know.
no successes, and what's that pink one?
That is indeed a 1.
No
So
successes,
no
and a
successes
one.
and a 1.
Wow.
I know nothing.
You freeze. You just kind of stare at this person who's bleeding out. It's very possible this person could die right in front of you right now. There are a few seconds where you're just kind of wide-eyed, like, oh shit. Why did I have to be charge nurse tonight? And then you hear a doctor turn to you. What's your character's?
Faye.
Faye. Vitals. Get vitals. And
Rush to get my shit.
okay, you kind of snap out of it, and I'm gonna have you do a dexterity and medicine roll now.
Roll.
Oh, that's better. Ooh, I got a 10.
Okay, 10. So
Oh,
that's
Jen's got a
10s
two.
explode.
So you
Oh,
roll again.
nice.
So you roll again.
That's
Okay,
no.
so that's 1, 2.
3, 4. Remove 1, so 3.
So 3 successes. That's really good. All right, so you come in with the vitals, vital machines. You put the blood pressure cuff on him. It's reading nothing, and you see him open his eyes, and you hear the doctor kind of come over. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna take care of you. You're at the hospital. What is your name? And you see him just kind of wide-eyed. He's not responding. He just kind of faints out again. You successfully get his vitals. Try to get his vitals. You do everything right according to the book. As far as the machines are concerned, he has no blood pulse. He has no heart rate. There's something going on. So you unhook the actual machines and you do it the old-fashioned way. And you start and you look at your watch. There's nothing.
Oh Lord.
He's
God.
dead. And then you
Oh,
see him,
God.
his eyes open up. And he's gonna attack.
Oh Lord.
Roll initiative, which is going to be your dexterity plus your your wits plus your awareness.
Yes.
Wits awareness. Yes, it's been a while.
Where...
Been a hot minute.
Wait.
What?
Uh-huh.
I avoided the sneeze.
Oh. God, these dice.
I hate you.
Are you a butthole? Yeah, you are. I got 1.
You got one? Okay. So. Okay. The security guard sees him open up, and he looks like he's about to lunge at the nearest person, which happens to be you. The security guard comes in and he pushes him down, and is basically restraining the patient. He's going to go in for a grapple.
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 I remember grapples.
Oh, explode it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 successes. All right. Pushes him down. That'd be an opposed strength. And athletics, and he almost botched, but he's get me out of here. You hear him talking. This person who's basically dead for all
Should be
intents
dead.
and purposes.
Should not be speaking right now.
That's when you get this ringing headache, just pounding in your head. Your nose actually starts to drip with just a faint amount of blood as you hear this booming voice in your head. Help him. Just pounding.
That's terrifying.
Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret.
It is your turn. What do you do?
You know what? I'm gonna jump in and try while he's being held down and see if I can't start patching him up.
Okay. Do you say anything to him at this time?
Just calm down, sir. We're gonna help you out now.
All right. So I'm going to have you roll. What is it? Bluster. Hang on. The book. First consultation of the book.
I was gonna say, do you want the sheet to look at what I have? To
No,
look
I
at
know what it's. I know what it is. I just can't think of what it's called. Bluster. Yes, you're gonna roll wits plus mercy, which will be 3, I believe. No, 2.
Wits.
Your wits plus your mercy. And also, since this is basically your viewing, you're going to be adding 10 dice to your roll. It is the best it can possibly be.
What am I?
So wits
Yeah.
plus your mercy, which is at the bottom right, those 3 columns where
So
your
2?
virtues are.
Okay. Yep.
So 2. So plus your wits
Okay.
plus 10 dice.
Plus 10.
Because this is your viewing. Because you're basically effectively at 10 conviction right now.
Okay.
So
So
10 dice.
10 dice total.
10 dice plus your pool. Yes.
Exactly.
Nice. Very nice.
Ooh, nice. That's a 10. How did I only get 1 10? Oh, that's a 1.
That's
So
So
that
that's
just
funky.
negates it.
yeah,
So
negated the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right, 8 successes. Basically, what happens is he's about to lunge at you and the security guard, and then he just and freezes in place. The security guard is keeping him held down, but he just kind of looks at you like, what? Sort of thing. At this point, you actually have enough time where you can. You have enough time to run vitals, get him treatment. The doctor's able to stitch him up, and for all intents and purposes, is able to stabilize this patient. However, what's weird is there are absolutely no vitals on him. He's not breathing,
I don't like it.
but he is looking at all of you.
I don't like it.
The security guard is going to basically test the boundaries and let him go, and he does not move. And you're just kind of looking at him at this point, and he's just staring at you. And that's when you see his face almost become blurry. There's something weird about him, something wrong. The hairs on the back of your neck begin to stand up. There's something inherently wrong about this person.
Well, no shit. I haven't been able to get vitals on him yet.
The doctor looks to you and kind of pulls you aside. Are you alright?
Yes?
What's going on? You look panicky.
What is that?
My baby.
Sorry. It was under my foot. I didn't want to step on it.
That's my baby.
I love it.
The babyest of the form of my baby.
I need you in the game.
Yep.
This is the doctor talking.
Yep.
I need your head in the game.
Mhm.
Okay? He's stable. I don't know what's going on with the blood pressure, with whatever, but he's alive. He's gonna be okay. We're gonna transfer him to another facility, okay?
Mhm.
Why don't you go home, take the rest of the night off. I'm gonna have someone else take charge for the rest of the night, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Good luck.
Oh, it's Oscar.
Thank you.
You leave? You leave work? Do you
Yep.
take this as permission to leave?
Assuming yes.
Okay. Alright, so we'll go to next person. Who wants to go next?
Ugh.
I'll go.
Buddy.
Not that I had a choice.
Okay.
That's good.
So, what is your character's name?
So my character's name is Jennifer Marie Beckett.
Likely story.
What?
What?
What name?
It's a likely story.
She is 25 years old. She is a detective in where are we again?
Deacon, Maine.
Okay, so would she work like out of Deacon, or is
Probably.
she like okay? She's also like an undercover police officer. So
You've probably been transferred to this town from outside.
Yeah. She probably. I imagine she probably worked. Is this a city?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Imagine something in between, like the population of Biddeford, Saco, and Portland, like right around.
I imagine, like, being a detective, she might travel around a little bit if
Yeah.
they need her.
Okay.
But, she, works pretty much around the clock whenever they need her, on call. Her appearance, she has a high appearance, so she's beautiful, has short blonde hair, green eyes, olive skin. She's kind of a curvy woman. Other than that, she is always dressed very professionally, usually a button up and just like nice pants and shoes. So
Okay.
usually always carrying her gun on her.
Okay. So you have been working at this this police department for, I would say, about 2 years now. You've been a Deacon Man.
Mm-hmm.
It has its ups and downs. There's some minor gun violence now and then. For the most part, it's not huge in the gang scene. So you haven't. It's been a boring job. You're kind of loathing it, but there's something weird about this town. Things get swept under the rug. Crimes go unanswered. People don't get pinned for it. Like they get off easy for some reason. I heard that.
Innuendo.
That's suggestive. So you're in a lineup, and you're basically in one of those two-way mirror rooms at this point. There's a lineup of people, and there's an eyewitness trying to peg a person for. That's also suggestive.
Damn it! you don't say it. You don't notice it until I go.
Viewers' discretion advised.
Oh,
Hey, this is marked as a mature audience. Okay? So, you basically have been trying to get this guy for a couple months now for not only basic, not prostitution, but basically organizing the prostitutes. He's a pimp, as well as a drug dealer. And you've been trying to get him over and over again. And there's an eyewitness in there trying to point him out, and you know who it is. You've seen him in not in the act, but all of your research has come to this one guy, and then you hear the person speak up and point to the person on his left instead, and then you can just kind of, this is a two-way mirror now, and he looks straight at you and smiles.
Oh no!
And that's when something happens. There's like someone breathed on the mirror itself, and then you say, and then it just like the finger writes out, "Follow him," on the window, and then it fades away. There's a ringing in your head. He's not right. Just bursting in your head for a moment. Just a small trickle of blood.
She tries to pass it off. Like, I imagine she has her arms crossed, just kind of squinting at the guy, and she feels it. She just kind of brushes it away on her pants.
3 step forward. You see the person that she fingered steps forward. I know, but that's what it's called.
I know. I know.
And they cuff him. They bring him away. The rest of you can go, and you see the other ones just kind of. Just a lot of them look relieved, except for the one that you get that sensation
He
for.
looks so
And
smug
he
right
just,
now, I'm sure.
Smiles and
Why is no one
walks
noticing this?
his way. You hear your partner come up to you. What was his name?
Detective Robbins.
Robbins,
Marcus.
yes.
Marcus.
Marcus, yeah, walks up to you, pats you on the back. I know. We'll get him.
I look at my watch. What time is it?
It's about time for you to leave for your shift.
I think I'm gonna wrap it up tonight.
Yeah, alright. I'll take care of the paperwork. You head on home, alright?
Thanks, Robbins.
Yeah. Goes to
She-
the office.
She immediately, she's gonna leave her stuff. any stuff she has here, she's gonna leave it right now, and she's just gonna head out.
All right. So you begin heading out. You get to the place where they basically keep people that are going to be for the lineup. People are being handed their belongings and being shown out the door. Then you see him, and he looks at you, and he looks at the table for a moment, and there's a pencil, and he just kind of flicks the pencil, and it rolls off the side and hits the ground. Ting, 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 ting. One of the workers there picks it up, kind of gives him a look, and puts it back in, which shakes a little bit. And then you hear suddenly a noise from outside as, like, the fluttering of a bird flies away.
This guy is still in here, though?
He just left. He just walked out. Basically, he flicked that pencil, and then he started walking out. You hear that voice again. Follow him.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to walk by that person. Where did they put the pencil?
They put it inside of a cup holder.
I'm gonna take it and
Okay.
follow.
All right. You head outside. You see him getting into a car, and he closes it. He closes the door, and he starts driving.
I'm trying to remember what. Oh, never mind. Where's my car parked? How close is it?
I would say there's probably special parking for police officers to get into their car and get out on the street quicker.
Pencil. I imagine she has like trying to think. She's gonna try to remember the license plate number, and
Okay.
she's gonna.
We'll say that you already have his plate numbers.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's
Yeah.
probably cameras all around, anyways.
Right.
She's gonna as quickly as she can make her way to her car, get in, hop in, start it up, and she's gonna attempt to follow him.
Okay, roll perception and alertness.
2, 3. So 2.
All right, so 2. You're looking and you see this guy on his bicycle, and he turns to the right at like one of the buildings. He's kind of window shopping as he's biking, and then he turns and there is a bird sitting in the center of the street, and you see him go, oh shit, and he swerves his bike out of the way, and he narrowly misses it, but then you see him kind of keep going down his path. What do you do?
What's with this bird? This is weird. Is it a pigeon?
Burp.
Generic.
Is the guy okay?
The guy looks okay.
Like-
Yeah, he narrowly missed the bird
Okay,
in the
like
street.
what is the bird doing? Just sit, like
Yeah, it fluttered off and flew off in the distance. You see the bikers
At a game,
continuing.
have you ever seen a pigeon sit?
Yeah, he does that. Oh, not sitting.
A sit-
Just plop down.
Have you ever seen a sitting pigeon with their feet?
All right. Breaking me. All right, so you can see him, his car off in the distance, about 3 cars down, though. Do you keep following?
Yes, I keep
All right, you
following,
keep
but
following
just
him.
so you
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Yeah, just show the stream.
Can you
Yeah,
see
they
that?
can see it.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry.
So you continue following this guy in the car, and then you basically you see the biker for some reason swerves in front of you,
Oh my god.
like doesn't notice you there, and you're gonna have to make a dexterity and drive check.
This is for you, biker.
Hopefully.
Explode it.
Okay, not a 1, please. 9. Alright.
Kind of swerve around him.
I lay on my horn.
Yeah, he's like, oh, sorry.
I'll roll down my I can't roll down my window, it's not power.
Nope.
Cranking down the window. Watch where you're going.
Sorry.
Oh. I forgot crank window. Like my first car had a crank window. If you're pissed off at someone, you have to go.
So,
You have to be really pissed at someone.
I definitely want to say her car is actually a 1995 Ford Bronco.
So you have a brand new car.
Brand new car. With her, she has the 3 resources, so I'd imagine.
So basically, when you swerve and slam on the brakes, your car stalls.
So I'm here in the
You
middle
see
of
the
road.
car, the car kind of going off and turning a corner. What do you do?
It's the biker.
The biker is probably maybe 20 feet away.
Alright, I grab my keys, get out of the car, slam the door. Hey, you!
He was in a walk.
Police! Bring your bike over here, quick!
What?
It's being detained! It's being detained!
What? I'm sorry. God.
You'll get it back, please!
Hands his bike over to you.
Right. She hands him the pencil. Write down your information. Leave it under the windshield wiper, and she's gonna start.
And you're basically taking off. You look back as he takes the piece of paper and he's gonna put it underneath the wiper as it blows off into the wind. He's like, and you're already off driving. I'm gonna have you roll a dexterity and athletics check to try to catch up with him.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Is strength better for you, or is it the same?
It's
the same, okay.
athletics.
Yeah. So
Okay, so 1.
okay, 1 success.
Yeah. Because I got a 1.
Oh yeah, because you got a 1. Okay. So you basically take a shortcut into an alleyway, and you see his car pull up to what looks like a bar. He gets out and closes the door, and you see him go into the bar.
Okay. Good thing about being on the bike is he's not gonna see my car. So,
Insert Pink Panther music here.
she is, what is on the other side of the street?
The other side of the street, we'll say a park. There's a park, nice stone brick. It's kind of an older town, so the sidewalk is actually stone-laid bricks. Like, have you ever been to, like, Saco has stone brick?
The old port.
Yeah, basically. Any old town kind of has these fancy sidewalks from back in the
Is
day.
there, are there people there?
Yeah, there are people in the park.
Okay,
More people.
is there any kids that look maybe like, I don't know, like the early teens or like in their teens who are just kind of chilling?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go park the bike and go up. Is it like a group or just like one?
We'll say there's a group of kids playing at like a gym set.
Hey kids, wanna watch this bike? And she'll pull out some money.
Yeah, we'll watch the bike. You see him run over, and they just kind of hang out. A couple of them stay at the swings, and the other one, who's a little bit older, knows more of the value of money, just kind of leans up next to the bike.
She nods and she's gonna head towards the bar.
Head towards the bar. Okay. Meanwhile,
You probably have a 96.
A 90s.
Because they come out in the fall.
Oh yeah.
that's
yeah.
fair. Yeah.
That's true.
Brand
New. Brand spanking new.
Who's next? Oh. All right. So
We need some
Travis.
bar music.
And yes, she is wearing the Bun Bun shirt. Don't shove the Bun Bun. All right, Travis. You have finished work for the day. You're already at home resting. You basically just got your shoes off. You're nice and comfortable. Do you like maybe have a drink or something? Do you pour yourself a drink after work?
Comfy cozy.
Yeah.
Gets himself a PBR from the fridge.
Oh,
PBR.
Working man.
Actually-
You would.
I tried PBR. I think it's coffee, and it tastes like Yoo-hoo.
Whoa. What?
It tastes
Is
like
it?
a Yoo-hoo.
And it's alcoholic?
Yeah.
That's
Probably doesn't exist
Yes.
at this point.
No.
is that what you, is that what you give your kids?
This kid died of leukemia. Way to go, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm an awful person.
So you're kind of sitting down mindlessly. Oh wait, no, they had remotes.
Yeah, they
back
had
then.
remotes.
We had remotes back then.
They were like,
Clicker.
So
they were actual clickers.
yeah, so you're clicking through the stations. There's nothing that seems appealing to you. Just kind of nursing a drink, and then you hear your landline.
Man, when you actually had to get to answer the phone,
And no caller ID.
Yeah.
you have to answer it.
Oh, what color ID coming
Go
out?
pick that up. I'll pick it up.
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay.
You walk over to the phone and you pick it up. What is the name of your friend? I forgot.
Rick.
Rick, right? Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
It's Rick.
No, actually.
What's up, dude?
Hey, so bar now. Be there. Not taking no for an answer. You said no the last 3 times.
What if I told you I was already?
What if I told you I didn't give a shit? Be there. Click.
Motherfucker.
The service known as caller ID was pioneered in 1987 and was made available to customers in New Jersey in December of 1988. So we might
1988.
have.
So yeah, you might. Maybe. Depending on what's your resources.
Resources 3.
Yeah, you might have it. It's kind of newish, but okay.
Newfangled machine.
Government's tapping it.
Right, exactly. Government conspiracy.
Government. No, you're putting too many syllables in that. It's government.
Government.
Okay.
I'll throw. Just throw some shoes on.
Okay. You walk outside. It is towards the later end of the year, so it is already dark outside. You get into your pickup truck there, bud.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, sure, dude. You get into your truck. You head to the bar. You walk in. You see Rick. He's looking a little bit more pale than usual, but he's like, "Hey, there he is. This is the guy. This is the guy right
Oh,
here."
fuck, here we go.
You hear some music playing on the radio. They play more like 80s rock, not this new fucking boy band bullshit that they're
So-
coming out
You like
with.
that old time rock
Ozzy.
and roll?
Yeah, Ozzy, Metallica, rock.
Hell yeah.
You come to the joint, and people kind of know you here, you mostly because of Rick, he's loud.
Norm.
And you see him, he's got a beer in front of him, and he's got a beer all ready for you and slides it forward. Sorry.
I take it.
It's about fucking time I got you out of here. Jeez. So what you been up to besides fucking work? And that's all I ever see you at now. It's just work, work, work.
Hey, I love that OT, dude.
Yeah, but you gotta take care of yourself a little bit, alright? We know why. Alright? Come on. Don't be fucking with me.
With her not around anymore, bills and
I know. You got the fucking medical bills and shit, but that shit can wait. You need to take care of yourself, alright? See
maybe,
him
maybe.
swing. You see his, make a perception and empathy, I think it is. Yeah, empathy. Perception and empathy roll.
3 dice.
2. 2. He doesn't look like he's too happy with the beer. You know him. He loves beer. But he almost has to force it down.
Is he a vampire?
What?
He's a vampire.
We're talking about what's fucking wrong with me, and you're having a hard time getting a beer down.
Right.
That's not the fucking Rick
Look,
I know.
I've been kind of gassy lately, alright?
Gassy bullshit. That's what I think.
Alright, how about this? Next fucking one's on you. Alright?
You got it.
Alright. Fucking get me at that. You see him, he pounds the beer. And he looks like he's having a hard time doing it.
You gonna make it there, guy?
you see him stand up and he actually runs to the bathroom, and that's when there's a ringing in your head. It's like you're not sure what the voice is actually saying, and then you look up at the TV that's kind of hocked up. This huge ass fucking box TV that's hocked up on the corner of the.
I love it.
You have to actually go over to power off.
And it's on the news right now, and then you see at the bottom the little marquee that rolls with news that they're going to be covering in tonight's broadcast, and then it's just nothing for a moment, and then you see help him, and then it goes back to normal.
What
do
you're
you do?
hearing, Sig, is a Mainer accent.
Oh yeah. Oh.
What do you do?
Get me up back home for a couple days. And
I-
sound like that.
I follow him to the bathroom.
Okay, you follow him to the bathroom, and you kind of, it takes you a couple minutes after like looking at the marquee going by, seeing that, hearing the ring, kind of taking a few more sips, and you get up and you go into the bathroom, and you're about to open up the bathroom door, and then you hear a slam up against the wall or something. You open up the door quickly, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
You walk in, and that's when you see Rick. He has grabbed somebody, and he's like grabbing onto them, like about to bite their neck or some shit. What do you do?
I knew it. Vampire.
Gonna intervene. I'm gonna separate them.
All right. So how are you attempting to do that?
I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna put a hand on the guy that he has, and a hand on his chest, and I'm just gonna separate him.
Okay. So you feel, as you're doing so, you just work on impulse. You go forward, and you're pretty sure you're pulling your muscle as you're doing this. You grab a hold of him, you wrench him off. You're going to manifest demand. And like I said to her, it's going to be as if you have a 10 conviction going on right now.
Oh boy.
So that's going to
demand
be
is
strength and athletics or strength and brawl.
I gotta roll demand first, which is mercy plus.
I thought it just added your mercy to your strength.
No, that's right. You're right.
Sorry.
Party foul.
Way to be.
Good thing it's empty.
That would be
So
unfortunate.
strength plus what was it?
Strength plus brawl,
Brawl.
and then add your mercy as well,
4,
and 10 dice because
2 mercy.
you're manifesting your first ability.
4,
You're being a badass.
6, 8, 10. I love exalted levels of dice.
That's so many.
Satisfying. Remember, 10s explode.
Oh wow!
I see a
that's
lot
not
of ones.
Very good roll at all. Oh my word.
Sad.
Did you succeed with one?
Succeeded.
Succeeded with 1.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh.
You grab a hold
That's
of
my
him.
rolling luck.
You strain your arm a little bit, but you wrench him off, and you feel this surge, like your muscles pulse, the veins are popping out. You grab a hold of him, you slam him off of this guy who now has blood pouring out of his neck. You see Rick slam into the back of into the door, actually takes it off of the hinges from the sheer force, slams down, he's on the ground. You see him get up, he's got blood around his mouth, and he's got vomit, like he puked up all of that beer. And you see him, and he looks panicking, like he's not sure if he should attack you or not, but he decides to bolt instead, and he runs outside. When you looked at him, though, he looked different. There was something unnatural about him. You could see the bone structure. His eyes were sunken in. You could see the fangs and whatnot. And he just looked almost like he was dead but walking. And you see him just kind of surge out.
I'm running after him.
Okay, you run after him, and you head out the door. All right, bringing us to you. You decided to take a nap
Yay!
that day because your parents aren't home again. They're all both at work. You wake up from your nap and you hear a tapping at your window door. At your window, not door. Window door.
I mean, it's probably a really nice house.
Yeah.
So
tapping on my chamber door.
I'll roll out of bed and check
Yeah.
the window.
And you see, you look out the window. You're on the second floor, second story floor.
Uh-huh.
And it sounded at first like someone was knocking,
Yeah.
but then it was replaced by a tap, like if someone was throwing a pebble at the door or something. And you look out there, and you just see this large Saint Bernard looking at you.
Puppy. He's a fucking puppy.
You don't have a dog, but he's in your backyard next to your awesome treehouse.
Puppo.
Well, clearly I'm going to go and play with the doggo.
Okay.
He's a fucking puppy.
I'm a 7-year-old kid. I'm going to go play with the doggo.
You head downstairs, and you go, you're about to, you head outside, you open up the door, and you look at the mat that says welcome, and instead of it saying welcome, you see it kind of reform, and it says, things are not what they see. And you get that pulse in your head and a faint headache before it goes away.
Huh. I'm going to go play with the dog.
Okay. Go play with the dog, and the dog is very eager. You notice that this dog has what looks like a barrel underneath
my
his
God.
neck, and it's a harness as well. And he's just wagging his tail. There's something familiar about this dog, like you know this dog. In fact, his name, Brutus. Brutus. The dog's name is Brutus.
Brutus.
You see him, sees you, and he jumps up on you. He's taller than you. His arms are on are on your shoulder, and he gives you a nice big lick in the face. And that's probably about the point where you should tell the stream a little bit about your character.
TJ is a 7-year-old kid who lives alone. Well, she doesn't live alone, but her parents are constantly at work or traveling for work. So she kind of...
You've learned to become kind of self-dependent.
Yep. But she has an awesome treehouse. And apparently now she has a Saint Bernard.
So there's a Saint Bernard,
Do you have
Brutus,
like a fridge full of Lunchables?
Yes.
Perfect.
and like
Hell
snack
yeah.
packs and
Gross.
Capri Suns.
She probably does her own grocery
3D
shopping.
Doritos.
All the cereals.
Yes.
So that's when you start playing fetch with the dog. You know,
Yeah.
he's having a grand old time. Then you hear a voice coming from above you. He always did like you. And you look up and you see this short little man. He looks kind of rotund, but he's wearing what looks like a full plate armor. He's got a sword in his, at his side and a shield on his back. And you see him just kind of jump out of the treehouse, which is probably a good 20 feet up, and he slams down.
That was cool. Okay, so vampire, mage, changeling.
Me. So you see him walk up to you, and he's like your height. It's good to see you again.
What?
Again.
Yes. We used to be big friends when you were younger. Now you're practically grown up, and you've probably forgotten about
She's like,
me.
I'm 7.
Excuse me, sir. I am a whole child.
What, are you too grown up to hang out with me anymore?
No.
Then what's my name?
Oh, awkward.
Rumpelstiltskin.
I was just thinking that too.
If you want to say it, you can say it. close. Rufo. You don't remember me. You're 7 years old and you don't remember your best friend. Come on, think of the adventures we used to have. We slayed a dragon together. You don't remember that?
I'm a little jealous.
I'll go with that.
I'm super jelly.
2 or 3 years. Long time, I know.
Are we still in 1995?
About 1695?
I know I left you for a little while, but last year I had to save Santa Claus. It
You
was a
see
big-
Santa without me?
I'm sorry, it was kind of spur of the moment. Mrs. Claus went crazy. She turned into this weird tentacle thing. It was something I don't want to talk about. But anyways, I got a wish out of it.
I know why he doesn't want to talk about it.
But I've come to tell you that I'm sick. So our adventures will have to come to an end.
But you just came back.
That's when you see his form begin to change. He grows a little taller, and he looks roughly mid-20s. And
You got old.
Just now.
I am old.
Excuse me, sir. You are now a whole adult.
And that's why I'm here to tell you, hold on to your youth. You're growing up too quickly, and I don't mean physically. I mean up here. Use this. And time goes by too fast. And I'm starting to forget who I am. My adventures are coming to an end. I came to you because I need someone to take care of Brutus. Because I'm gonna forget him about him pretty soon.
But why?
It's what happens to my kind. We get old, we forget the adventures we went on, and we grow up. We get a job, and
And then you're never home to play.
then I'm never home to play.
This just got really
Wow. Thanks for just breaking my fucking heart.
I didn't expect to want to cry this early in the game.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
You're not.
No, I'm not.
But before I go, let's do what we used to do. Let's play hide and seek.
Okay.
Alright.
No cheating.
Okay. It's 3 and then you go.
You want the third one.
Damn. I guess I'm it. Do your worst.
Ha. I'm gonna go hide.
Alright. And that's when you activate hide.
Without knowing I activate hide.
Go ahead and roll hide as if it's a conviction 10.
Oh my god. This is amazing.
So many.
So many.
So many tens.
Remember to explode the 10s.
Yeah, I'm just counting
Oh
them.
my god.
I hide really well, okay?
This guy's like,
Real well.
I'm a professional hider.
No cheating. Cheats.
I don't know that I'm doing it. Okay, so I'm going to roll these two for the 10s. And no more successes.
Why would you
2,
roll the
4,
ones
6,
that didn't
7.
succeed?
7.
7.
Because
Okay.
I hadn't counted them yet, because I'm dumb.
Fair.
he never finds her and then forgets.
2,
Those
3,
dice
4.
love
Bigger.
They're demons.
4 successes. Alright, so you think of the perfect spot. Right after your backyard is a park area, and there is an old tree with a little nook in it. He'll never find you there.
Ah.
You run off, and you hear him. You know, he's counting to 100, and then you hear 100, ready or not, here I come. And then, so you're in the tree at this point. And so 10 minutes go by. Then 20 minutes go by. 30 minutes go by.
I'm bored.
35 minutes go by. And then you see him.
Uh-huh.
And he's got a newspaper out. And he sits down at the bench. And he just starts flipping through it. There's something about him, though, when you look at him. There's like almost an aura behind him. Just kind of shimmering. There's something that feels almost wrong about him, but you're not sure what it is. And you see Brutus sitting down next to him, and he's got the sad, like, pay attention to me look. And he doesn't even acknowledge him being there. What do you do?
I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out of the nook and go over it. It's like, did you forget we were playing?
Are you still hiding?
I don't.
Wait, so you verbally... No, I think because you acted, you're no longer hidden. It's like...
It's as long as I'm only hidden as long as I don't draw attention to myself. So.
Okay, so you're drawing attention to yourself. So you see the dog kind of looks at you, gets all excited, jumps on you, gives you a nice big lick in the face, and the guy looks at you like puzzled, like, what are you doing? Look, kid, I need to find a job, alright? My parents just kicked me out of my place. I'm way too old for this. I need to get my act together. I'm not gonna be a bum in this city like the other freaking hundreds of people. Sorry. Just flips. Any hero?
Come on, Brutus.
You see him kind of look over to you like, who the hell is she talking to? And he flips through the thing again. And that's when you hear the screeching tires of a car. Okay. Back to you.
Okay.
So you head outside. No, wait. Back to you. That's right. So you're on the bike. You have you were going into the bar, right?
Yeah,
that's right.
That's right. Bar.
You had so you also see these kids kind of leaning up against a bike at the park. That's when you see this man just burst out of the bar. He looks panicked. He's got blood around his mouth, vomit and whatnot.
My job never ends.
He runs over to his car, gets in, turns on the car, and that's when you notice a piece of paper fly, and it goes onto his windshield, and you see him get distracted for a moment, and that's when he rears out of the way. You burst out of the bar, you go into the street, you turn, and you see him basically swerving. It looks like he's lost sight of it, and he is about to beeline in front of you. And that's when you hear this pounding sensation in your head that says, "Intervene!"
Okay, I'm running to him, and I'm gonna try to grapple him, and essentially, I'm assuming ward.
Okay, go ahead and activate ward.
Okay.
As if you were doing a 10 conviction ward.
Alright, stamina.
Stamina? Okay. Stamina and zeal. Plus 10 dice.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Roll good or we're dead.
No pressure.
I'll keep
I was
that.
gonna say, if it's good, keep it.
Alright, we got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And no one. Oh, 1.
So 7, 8, 9.
9. Okay. So you are you're just about to step off of the sidewalk, and then you see your friend get into the car, basically coming at you with the car. You see this woman, "Get down!" or something of the equivalent. I'm just taking kind of liberties here. Grabs a hold of you, and she's about to like pin you down to the ground. The car, however, is a car and going way faster, about to crash into you. That's when you there's this like sensation like you're being surrounded by this force of protection, and you see the car literally. The front end, there's this invisible wall, it just crunches like an accordion, slams down to the ground, and flips over onto its back. Like, over you. Into the ground.
Meanwhile,
kicking up
I'm
pavement.
I'm probably
I'm
panicking, like,
You're panicking. I'm getting out of her grip. I need to check on Rick.
Right. And that is when you were just getting home, and you see this car crash, and your first, you hear this, help them, in your head.
I'm gonna run over and see if there's anybody that I can help out.
Okay.
That
So,
was cool.
I mean, fair.
okay, so that's when you're probably struggling to get out of your grasp. Are you holding on to him, or do you let him?
I mean, is my back to where the car was?
Basically,
or
I
was
picture,
I facing?
like, if we're facing each other, the car's coming this way, you grabbed a hold, so your back was to the car when it happened, and then it flipped over you. So you would have seen the car crash. You would have seen the invisible accordion.
I feel like it's one of those moments where it's like slow motion, just
Yes.
like looking up, and you're like you don't know how to process it. But no, as soon as we're in the clear, I'll let go of him, and I'm going over to the car.
Okay, so basically, you three get to the car. What are you doing in this?
I'm being sad because my friend doesn't remember me anymore, but that was a cool
You see
car
him
crash.
just kind of standing up, and he runs to a payphone. Because you don't have cell phones.
Do I have like a walkie-talkie?
Not on you. You're not in. Like
probably
you don't
be
have
in
a
my
uniform.
car,
It'd be
huh?
in your car.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, which you left back stalled all the way. However, you. Oh no, we'll get to that afterwards. Okay. So, what are you doing?
What do you think, Brutus?
He kind of noses up and he kind of presses the barrel up against your arm.
Good idea.
So you begin walking over.
Yep.
I would say since you know Rick, you're going over there because you're concerned about him. You see him. There is a piece of rebar that is going through the window, through his left shoulder, and he looks unconscious. You're not sure if he's dead or alive.
Well, that's unfortunate.
You get there. You're already there. So we'll start with you. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get him out of there.
All right. So
Not smart. Don't do that.
Yeah, my
Don't
character
vote.
You hear that
would
from
yell.
behind.
My character would be like, "Don't touch him."
Don't.
Fuck you, don't touch him.
Listen, you pull him out of there.
That's my best friend in there, bitch.
I'm just gonna recollect for a moment. Sir, you need to back away as I'll flash my badge. Go into the bar, tell them to call 911.
I think that guy's doing it.
You move that, he bleeds out.
you see her. She's in scrubs still.
Are you a nurse or a doctor?
Nurse.
Oh, thank God.
No, thank the messengers.
I'll
We don't
try
know
to
that.
get her in here.
Yep.
Okay.
I have a 1 in medicine, so I'll just try to help if I can.
All right. So you're basically assisting her.
I would probably still urge you to call 911
Back the
though.
fuck up.
Basically, I'm gonna count her assisting you with the first aid as an effective stunt. So you're gonna get an extra 2 dice to your perception and medicine roll to see what you can do to help this
So,
person.
3, 6. Did I get a +2?
Yes. Plus 2 to the roll.
My medicine rolls are pretty bitchin'. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 successes.
3 successes. If you pull that out, it's possible. Okay, first of all, it's in the shoulder, no vital organs. He's gonna live as long as he's not dead from a concussion or like head injury or a brain bleed or something like that.
Or nicked an artery or something.
You instinctively take his pulse, and there is none.
Oh,
What is with the no pulses today?
There's something wrong with him.
And you see his eyes open up, and you see the wound, like, it's doing something weird. It's almost like it's starting to patch itself, but then it stops. And you see him grab a hold of the rebar, and he actually, like, starts pulling himself out.
Oh, what?
Sir!
You know what? I've had enough crazy shit. I'm back and taking a couple steps back because no.
Okay, I'm assuming you don't go anywhere.
No.
I'm running inside the bar and like
Fuck
basically leaping over like, where's your phone?
It's over there! Alright, that's when you see him, he's looking at you, and he grabs a hold of the rebar from behind, and he snaps!
No!
And he gets up, he crawls through the glass, and you see him just... And he's looking at you two.
I'm gonna be honest, I
And
want to punch him in the face.
now he's gonna
Because
roll for blood frenzy. Roll initiative.
fuck my life. What is that again?
It's wits and alertness.
Wits
Oh,
and alertness.
wits and alertness, right? Yes.
Awareness?
Yes.
Alertness.
Alertness.
It's the same either way.
Do tens explode on...
Tens
Yes.
explode.
Oh,
Yes.
sweet.
He rolls a 0.
I don't expect to be of any help in this combat, so.
3 successes. Okay.
Also 3.
3. We'll have you roll anyways, just, because you're still in
Yeah.
combat. You're just in the bar at the
She's
moment.
like, this is Detective Beckett. I need, what she.
Medical assistance
Yeah.
to my location, blah, 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 blah. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Alright, what'd you roll on your initiative?
You just add the. Do you add the 2 or is it dice?
It's
dice.
that many dice, yes.
Okay, alright. So 3 successes.
3 successes,
Yep.
3 successes. What'd you get? 3 successes.
1.
1 success. Okay. So who has the higher dex between you 3?
Not me.
You have 4? Okay, what are you doing?
As I said, my instinct right now, dude shouldn't be up and running at me. I kind of want to deck him in the face.
You want to deck him in the face?
Kinda.
Can I see your character sheet
It's
real
been
quick?
a long day.
Okay, you're gonna manifest cleave.
Oh,
You basically see him like that, and there's something wrong about this situation. You see the paleness, the sunken in eyes.
it's the same fucking thing I just saw at the
Same thing you just
ER.
saw. You
Not right.
suddenly are about to punch when you feel this orange like greenish flame combust around your hand, and you punch forward.
That is badass.
Go ahead and roll.
What am I
It's gonna
rolling?
be your dexterity and your
One
brawl.
punch woman.
1, 2, 3, 4, and my brawl.
Yes, and I believe you add your zeal to your damage roll. Is how cleave works. Let me double check for
Okay.
that. So roll dex and brawl. He is not attempting to dodge, so it is at a 6 standard difficulty.
Ooh. 1, 2, 3. 2. What is with me and negating some of my successes
Yeah.
and ones today? Basically negating my exploding 10s. What the fuck, dice?
What the fuck,
What
dice?
the fuck?
Okay, so cleave. Let me just double check. You +2 damage. Okay.
We'll fix Rick. It's okay.
Do you want to? So it's
You're gonna fix Rick by murdering him.
so
Yeah,
it's
pretty
basically
much.
going to turn your bashing into aggravated damage. So you're hitting him with it's going to be your strength plus 4. It would be normally 2 with a punch. So it's strength plus 2 plus the 2 from your cleave. So that's strength plus 4 in aggravated damage. Plus, if you're risking any conviction, which I highly recommend doing, so you get another conviction if you succeed, since you already... Oh wait, that would have been on the attack. Okay, so we can't risk conviction.
No, right now.
That's alright. So, it'd be strength plus 4. So you're
6?
rolling 6 dice, yes. 6 dice. It's aggravated, he can't soak it.
So what? So I'm just rolling straight d10.
Roll, yep.
And that's the amount of damage I'm doing.
Yeah, and explode that 10.
Two.
Okay. So, 2 successes?
She has a
Oh,
six
okay,
in
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. So you punch, and you basically, it's almost like if you hit somebody with a red hot pipe, and just you feel his jaw literally, and he just stands there for a moment. Okay, that at which point it's both of your turns.
Oops.
I'm assuming I run out and I see that.
Yes, you see that, and he's
Totally.
rebar, and you get out just in time to see this fireball
Dude,
around her hand.
That woman there's got a fucking fist of steel.
So, who has the higher dex between you?
I do.
You do. What do you do?
Sorry, I may have just busted your buddy.
You're a little broken. We fix. Okay.
I'm gonna tackle him to the ground.
Okay. Well, can I see your sheet? We'll see if there's anything that can help you in this moment.
The only thing I can think of is demand.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to use demand to kind of pin him down, you're more than welcome to.
Yep.
Do I have
Tis
handcuffs?
the command.
Yes, of course you do.
Perfect.
Of course, he just bent rebar. So,
That's. Did I see that? I did
see
not
that.
see that.
Suddenly he's not in his car anymore.
No, he
with a
didn't
big
bend
piece
it.
of-
He broke
He
it.
snapped it off.
Oh,
I feel like
Gra-
there's so much
grapple
going on
is
right now. I
strength.
wouldn't even think
Strength
about it.
plus brawl.
Okay.
I'm actually pretty good at brawling.
Four. And I'm gonna risk conviction.
All right, how much conviction are you risking?
Risk it for a biscuit.
All of it? Okay.
Risk it for a biscuit. That's so many.
oh my god, puppy goat.
It's a power.
Hopefully a better roll.
I see 10s.
Oh, I see 10s too, and only
2 1.
So -2 to
Oh,
whatever
wow.
you roll.
2.
how many 10s? There's
Oh,
another
that
10.
was a 10.
This is another 10.
2, 3, 4, 5,
6? Is that 7?
7, 8, 9, and now
No, that's 10.
10?
Yeah. How many do you have in your hand right now?
3.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, you're right. You're right. Sorry. 9, 10,
10.
11. Exploded again. 11. So 9
Minus-
successes. Okay. He's going to attempt to do something about that. That was a 1.
Good.
Hi, Oscar.
He love you.
He botched. No, he got 1 success. He almost botched. Alright, so. You hear him, he just sounds feral right now. Like, you see his fangs. He's a fucking vampire? Like, are vampires real?
Don't worry, pal. We'll file those down.
What?
What did you said? Don't worry, pal. We'll file those down.
He starts chomping at the air. Okay, so you're next. What are you doing?
Okay, how are you holding him? Are you like just?
So I imagine like he was reeling from the punch to the face, and I just like shoulder down, full on tackle to him on the ground. I'm have my arms just wrapped around him, and I'm not fucking.
Okay, I'm
letting
gonna
go.
go over and try to help. I'm gonna try to grab his arms and put him behind his back and say, like, don't resist. You're being detained.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull my handcuffs out and try to cuff him up.
Okay.
So
You can basically put him right to where those handcuffs need to be. So, grabs it, you cuff him. Are you going to basically keep a hold of him? Because you know that you have a really good grasp on him. You're straining your arms right now, but you can keep him this way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, hold on to him.
Okay, what? So, you're basically cuffing him,
So I have 2 guns
and
now.
what are you doing?
she's like, wow.
I'm a child.
Whereas this is just like episode 11. I'm gonna watch because
You see Brutus kind of
This is better
Does
than any
this
action
again.
movie.
with the barrel.
wait, you want to give it to the guy? Okay. I don't question Brutus.
So, do you like
The
take the
bestest
kid off?
boy.
Yes.
All right, so you see this little kid across the street, and there's this for a moment. There's nothing there, and then your second sight, because it is active right now for all of you, you see this shimmering sort of outline, and then it comes into existence. There is this Saint Bernard next to him, like almost looks cartoonish. Like it doesn't exactly belong there.
Like a badly rendered CG version of a Saint
Like
Bernard.
Pete's Dragon. Imagine Pete's Dragon. Okay, well, imagine any Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where you've got live action, and then you've got a cartoon character with
wow.
live action people. He stands out like that.
Oh, you mean like the original Peach Dragon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So
Like a cartoon Saint Bernard with a whiskey barrel. And the kid takes the whiskey barrel off and pops it open, and that's when you see a bottle of it doesn't say whiskey, it says XXX, and there is a little shot glass. And you hear him kind of nose the bottle and say,
Wait, you want to give it to the guy who's like, Bitey?
see this kid.
Oh.
Aww.
Oh, you can't start barking like that without paying attention to the baby.
So what do you do?
Okay.
Dump it down his throat.
Brody says to give it to the guy, so we're gonna pour the guy a drink.
Okay, so you pour a drink into the cup, and you walk up to them. You see this kid just walk up to you. What do you do?
Bruce, are you sure about this?
I feel like I would tell the kid to leave. Whether or not you listen, I'm holding down the guy right now, but I'd be like, this isn't safe.
Sorry, who's holding down the guy?
Okay, you're holding down the guy, but you know, I'm there helping a little bit.
Bruce, how am I supposed to get it in his mouth? You're not helpful. So is the guy face down, or?
I would imagine you got him to his knees at this point. Yeah.
He's small. He's short now.
I'm still probably shorter.
Climb him.
I mean, you could
Yeah.
if you.
I'm gonna listen to Brutus, cartoon
Okay.
dog that he is, and pour it in the guy's mouth, or try
Okay.
to.
I still can't get over the dog right now. My character's pretty sure that maybe this guy had drugs on him and somehow it affected me. I feel like she's asking you questions if the guy isn't responsive, like what's his name, like all this stuff.
Okay, so you see this kid walk up and gonna drop a liquid into this guy's mouth.
What a wild day.
Rudy said to do it.
What are you doing?
And then you see the kid just kind of, you see his eyes like go open and like the mouth is coming in. He tries to bite at your hand, but you snatch away just in time. The liquid kind of goes down his mouth a little bit, and then you see him just kind of complete resistance is gone. He's out cold.
So I guess I shouldn't drink that, huh, Brutus?
The dog kind of walks over. He's now on the ground, and the dog is going to grab a hold of the rebar. Are you guys gonna do anything about that?
Nope.
I'm still like, okay, what just happened?
Okay, the dog is going to go backwards like this with the rebar in his mouth and rip it out
What is happening?
of the guy's shoulder. And that's when you see the wound.
I'm getting tested when I get back.
The wound just knits itself, and he's unconscious.
Yep, definitely getting tested.
Okay, so everyone is going to have to make a willpower roll right now.
And it's just a straight number of die is in the willpower? Yes?
What?
The number of die is just
Yes.
willpower?
Just straight up willpower.
Ooh, buddy.
Straight willpower.
I got 2.
2,
1.
3, 4,
Okay.
5, 6, minus 1, 5.
5,
1.
4.
4. So after so you see Brutus kind of sit down. He's all proud of himself, and then he sees all of you looking at him, and you see his ears go backwards, and then his form begins to like flicker,
No, Brutus, it's okay, it's okay.
and then you see him just disappear.
I'm searching the guy for drugs.
Okay. He does not have any drugs on him.
Was
Okay.
I dosed with something?
I mean, he was in the bar, so maybe there was something. I mean, he was flailing around. He could have had a little substance on like something, and it touched me. I don't know, but this is all like what is happening?
So the residual blood that dripped from his wound, you notice that it is pooled into a symbol almost on the street, and it's 2 circles overlapping with a cross between it, each with a dot at the end. And you know what this sign means. All of you immediately recognize it as Hunter. What time is it?
Time for me to wonder what's going on.
Okay, good. So, what do you guys do?
I'm waiting for the police to show up.
I'm picking up Rick.
No, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
My character is gonna tell you to back down, or she's gonna have to detain you too.
Fucking try.
And that is where we're going to end this first chapter. We can probably fit it in another one if people have time. What time is it?
I have no work
It's
tomorrow.
like 8:30.
8:30?
You're off tomorrow?
I think we got time. Does everybody
Yeah,
have
I
time?
get a day off once
I
in
get
a
up
while.
at 5:30.
At 5:30, how much longer can you stay? Should I just keep going, or...
Or should we call it here?
Maybe call it here for right now.
Okay. I think that's not a bad idea. It's a really good spot
Yeah.
to kind of stop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we will go around the circle. For those of you who don't know how experience works in Hunter, it's actually a lot like how I was doing it in the Dungeons and Dragons game. So we will go around the circle and we will see what the person has learned. They get 3 base experience, and then whatever they come up with will add another point of experience. It is not as much XP as like Exalted or something, so it's going to be a maximum of 15 experience points that you guys can get from this. So we're going to start off with Tiffany.
Okay. So
Rose, what have you learned?
I have learned that being a police officer does not mean people are gonna listen to you.
Just now learning this.
That's very true.
I've learned that vampires are real.
Question mark?
Question marks. I learned that today is just a really bad day. I've been attacked twice today.
Okay.
I learned that apparently 2 years ago I helped slay a dragon.
That is true.
That is amazing. So if our guess is right and something to do with changelings, something weird's going on with changelings. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
Rip Rick.
What makes you think that?
Well, I mean, he's technically dead.
Well,
No
He's
matter what.
undead.
yeah, he's undead.
But
He's stable.
he's stable.
Okay. Tia?
There's apparently some sort of affliction going around that causes people to lose their vitals but still be able to function.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
So,
I learned that apparently my best friend forgot about me.
Aww.
oh.
He won't forget about you.
Being an adult sucks.
That apparently criminals can be very suspicious and yet still get away with it. That's just weird to me.
Any ideas?
Huh?
Any ideas of what he is?
Of when he is?
Yeah. I know Trav knows.
Definitely an entropy mage.
Ah!
Yeah, that's why I
the
said
worst.
vampire,
all the bad
vampire,
stuff.
mage, changeling.
That makes so much sense.
Think about it.
now.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, so entropy mage deals with luck and probability.
Oh.
So he took a pencil and he flicked it off, causing a person to pick up the pencil and put it in the thing, causing you to take it out, which the noise of them clanking the thing caused a bird to fly off. You went outside, the bird was in front of the biker. The biker cut you off,
Okay,
causing
this is
your
annoying.
car to stall. You stole the
not that
bike,
pencil.
commandeered it. You left him the pencil to write a piece of paper. The piece of paper flew in front of Rick's car, causing Rick to dive into you
I'm
guys.
dealing with a mage. No.
There was one calculation he didn't think of, though. You casting ward.
Ooh. You really hit home with this criminal, Dave. You know what you're doing or something.
Things just add up. All right, Travis.
Magic.
A little bit. Then I dropped my pencil.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Somehow,
Hello, Pubber.
Rick's vehicle just crumpled under
Yeah.
invisible force.
Yep. Tia.
I can apparently punch people with fireballs.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's neat.
That's neat. And you knew that was coming from you. You know that you did it because of your purpose.
I learned that apparently some days are just like the cartoon shows.
This is just like episode 11.
Of what?
That at least my character knows about herself. Something to do with the symbol of a hunter.
Okay. Yeah.
Not sure.
There was a
exactly,
symbol that
but-
you instinctively understood.
Wow.
Well, you should have fucking stayed at home there, bud.
Vampire transformation takes time. I mean, like, Rick was having a hard time getting the beard down, and then all of a sudden he was
Yeah.
attacking people.
Right. Yeah.
That'd be the conclusion
Yeah.
I'd come to.
Or something happened prior to that. He was already a vampire, tried to refuse it, tried to
Right.
drink something they can't digest.
To be fair, yeah, you
Anymore.
haven't seen him in like 3 weeks, he
Yeah.
said.
Something could happen in those 3 weeks. Tia.
I can do whatever the fuck bluster is.
Bluster, yes. You did something that just caused that patient to stop. All right.
I am the best at hide and seek.
Yes, you are.
You hid so long he forgot who you are.
Oh.
Oh.
15 experience points. Well, 18 because of the other 3. So 18 experience points.
Okay.
So,
How
awesome.
are you doing training time and stuff?
I have not decided that yet. I don't... It depends. I guess it depends on what you're using it on, and I'll figure it out. I'll think about it and see what I want to do.
You're gonna have to like run through that process with
Yeah.
me again because it's been a hot minute since I've done anything with World of Darkness.
Well, we're going to stop the stream pretty soon, so then we can cover the actual...
Yeah.
I'll look up some stuff and see what we can come up with.
Mm-hmm.
Is the only person in chat Sig at this point?
We love
Is
you.
is Sig in chat still?
We love you.
Is anyone in chat?
No.
Blinks, it's Sig. Is she the only... Are they the only person?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, not good, but congratulations, you won our giveaway because you're the only person applicable. So, normally I have people do a Hero Forge character and customize it and stuff, but I got something special for you. So, just hold on tight, and we'll get you something good for you. So we'll contact you on Discord. You'll get something good out of this. Thank you for supporting us and showing up to our stream.
Harder.
Blinks harder.
Blinks loudly.
Blinks loudly. Excellent.
We love you, Sig.
Yes. All right. So anybody else have anything they want to add before we close the game?
No.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us for this first session of Hunter the Reckoning. I have some plans after today's episode. I think it went really well. I'm not sure how you guys felt
Very
about that
excited
game.
about this game.
But we will continue it next Tuesday. Is everyone good for next Tuesday still?
Yep.
All right. Next Tuesday, we'll try to start a little earlier. We ended up having some family stuff that me and Tiff had to go to. So we will probably start around 5:36-ish next week with all luck. So we'll see you then. And until next time, toodaloo.
Bye.
Bye.